Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Outside, we have a couple of small storms brewing Washington County. You see this small cluster in the eastern part of the state. I do believe this is Warren County right here, but not a whole lot going on right now. Just a lot of cloud cover. Obviously, we're in the calm before the storm while we wait for Idalia to arrive, although there will be a number of scattered storm chances later this afternoon and evening across much of the Peach State. You can see where the hurricane warnings and tropical storm warnings are in effect. I do want to point out that Wheeler, Treutlen, and Telfair counties are under a tropical storm watch ahead of the storm. There's been some signs of the eye wall developing in the radar. I have not seen it on satellite yet, but I'm sure that's the next step. Once you see the eye has set in, rapid intensification will take place, which is why it's still expected to make landfall as a Category 3 storm tomorrow morning. We're going to quickly touch on the highs today, largely upper 80s. Heat indexes upper 90s, couple of low triple digits out there. An improvement from the past couple of days, largely because of added cloud cover and, of course, scattered storms throughout the back parts of the day. So we luckily don't have to worry about the absolute monster that is Franklin. It is leading to some more rip currents along the East Coast. If you had vacation plans in that area in the coming days, do be mindful of that. The waves might look calmer than normal, but that pull out into the ocean is going to be a little bit stronger. But Idalia, Category 1 storm right now, sustained winds at 85 miles per hour, expected to make landfall tomorrow morning at some point, probably around 7, 8 a.m., and make its way through southern Georgia as we go throughout the day tomorrow. We'll worry about that little bit you see out in the Atlantic with it later on, because it could potentially loop back around, but that's a discussion for another day. Let's focus on the immediate impacts. All right, first and foremost, scattered storms later today. There isn't really much of an issue with these except for one small thing. They're adding in some extra rain ahead of a thing that's going to bring a lot of wind and even more rain. And that could lead to the ground being a little more soggy ahead of this, and that could lead to trees or power lines being a little easier to uproot. But you're going to see the heaviest rain make its way through the southeastern half of the region, really. Look at this. This will be the worst of it right here. We're seeing a lot of these wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. Some spots could be over 50, maybe 60. We shouldn't see hurricane force winds, but tropical storm force gusts are easily going to be fair game, and we could also see a couple of tropical storm sustained wind speeds in a few of the southeastern counties. Now, as for the rain totals with this, one thing I want to quickly point out is might be a slight stretch for somewhere like Warner Robins or Perry, but 3 to 6 inches, definitely fair game in the heaviest amounts, and locally heavier amounts are going to be possible. Don't travel if you don't have to. I'll have your extended forecast in 10 seconds.
At Volume Chevrolet, get oil changes for life, plus a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Visit Volume Chevrolet, I-75 exit 187 in Forsyth. That's VolumeChevrolet.com.
Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. So mid-70s tomorrow, courtesy of the storm and obviously a lot of clouds and rain. After we're done with that, you really can't complain about the forecast. High pressure is going to settle in, bring us a lot of sunshine. Rain chances are going to really get reduced. In fact, Labor Day weekend shouldn't see any rain at all. But notice the lows are in the low 60s, about 10 degrees cooler than what we've been seeing. You are going to notice that drop in humidity.